What's up, guys? Welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. What's up, guys? How we doing? Let me know if you guys can see me. If you guys can't, I'll give it a few minutes to kind of. There we go. What's up, guys? Hey, Brenda, Maja. What's up, guys? Welcome. This is exciting. I'm gonna give it a few minutes, guys, and kind of see what's going on here, and let some people join. Okay, if you guys can hear me, make sure you guys just let me know. Um, Get your questions ready, guys. I'm excited. This is so much fun. This is my first time ever live streaming, so yeah, let's see what we got going on. Awesome. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate you actually commenting. Yeah, so we'll give it a few more seconds, let some more people join us. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Hey, Maddie. What's up, guys? Perfect. I love it. I'm glad that it's all actually working. I was kind of nervous because I thought it wasn't going to work, but yes. Awesome, guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free. Go ahead. It's mainly the topic I want to talk about is just starting assisted living, right? I think a lot of you guys are kind of held up on, a couple things, I think. And so, yeah, just feel free to drop those questions. I can see all of you guys. Awesome. So, you guys all have such cool names. I want to mispronounce any, but what's up, Robert, my guy? Uh, what were the first things that you started to purchase? What were the first things that you started to purchase from your home? I'm not sure I understand that question. What were the first things that you started to purchase? Could you clarify that, Brenda? I think you might have. I don't. What was the first thing that I purchased for the home, or I'm not sure I understand the question, but yeah, Maddie, I hope you do too. I hope you leave from here having a lot of confidence and probably just more encouragement, really. I think a lot of people overthink the process of starting. So, yeah, guys, get those questions going. I mean, I want to make sure you guys get a lot of these questions answered. So, and then for anybody that's watching the recording, in terms of purchasing furniture and equipment, okay, so when it came to purchasing the furniture, the main things you want to get the essentials, right? So you want to make sure you get couches, bed sets. Twin beds are what you initially want for bed sets. And they don't have to be crazy expensive. What I ended up doing was, what's up, Wholesale Direct? So what I ended up doing was purchasing twin beds, and I purchased the dining table, but I purchased it from the store called Nick's Furniture, and it was more of a wholesale furniture store, so it was a lot cheaper. And I didn't go too crazy expensive on the bed sets, and obviously the box springs and the mattresses were brand new, and so I left the plastics on all of that. So therefore, when it comes to like if I ever need to sell anything, they'll be pretty much brand new. But what I ended up doing was buying like the foam deal that I put above or on top of the mattress, and so that made the bed a lot more comfortable for the residents. So yeah, guys, don't. That's what I initially bought, and then the nightstands for the rooms. Let me see. I didn't, and then a huge dining table. And if you guys watch my video with the full tour video, you guys can see the huge dining table. But yeah, those were the first things I started to purchase was just the furniture and the bed sets. Those are the essentials, right? Just like anything else. Just furnish it like you would furnish your brand new home, but keep it within the regulations. So when purchasing a property to buy, when purchasing a property to buy property and start from scratch, or would you buy a property that has a business already running? So Maja, that is a great question. When purchasing a property, um, if you financially can and you do have the resources to do it and you do have the credit and you can go and purchase a property, if you start from scratch, that's just going to be more capital. It is smarter to do that because when it comes tax season, you can write off a lot of those startup costs. So, for instance, if you purchase the property, right, you'll be able to write the interest on your payment on the portion of the house, and then anything startup costs. If you got that kind of capital, I say go purchase the property. But before purchasing, you want to make sure you can zone it. So if you're working with the realtor, tell them your intentions and what you're wanting to do with it, and they will be able to guide you guys in that aspect. And then if they are in the industry, it's funny because there are a lot of realtors in this assisted living industry, and so they know the regulations. And so if you could find the realtor that actually does assisted living, I would go with them. Even if they're not like your main realtor, I would still try to reach out to a realtor that actually does assisted living. That way, you guys they know what to look for, and they'll help you out when it comes to purchasing the property. And if I bought the business, the one thing I've been coming across lately is I've been wanting to expand, but the thing is I've been wanting to buy the property with the business inside of it. And the only way to really do that is to go the SBA route. The SBA route is because you'll be able to finance it under one loan. But as of April 1st, you do have to be a healthcare professional to be able to qualify under the SBA regulations, and that is international. That is not just state specific. So it's not just for Arizona. All SBA lenders will require that you have healthcare employment history or experience to be able to get qualified under SBA. But if you can buy the business cash and then finance the house, that's great. But what's going to happen is when you go conventional for the house, and yes, I believe respiratory therapist does count. Any type of healthcare, I believe. They did say when I spoke with the lender, they did say that you have to be either a nurse or a physician, but I believe an RT would be able to do it. So I would just talk with a really good SBA lender and clarify that with them. But yeah, but like I was saying, if you go conventional, you're going to have to take those residents out of there, because when they go to do their inspection of the house, they will automatically deny you and not give you the loan due to the fact that there is quote unquote tenants in the house. So if you do conventional, you can't finance it. So that's the case with that. Should we set up an LLC first before even getting started with licensing and such? Yes, and I will tell you why. Because it's all due to protection. You want to protect yourself and separate yourself from the business in case anybody sues you down the road. And another thing is, it's nice because the way I would set up your LLCs, if you own the property, have that under a separate LLC, and then I would have the business under another entity, another LLC, and then you can protect yourself and protect your property. And so it's all due to protection reasons, and you can set it up with a great CPA. Find yourselves a great CPA who will help you guys get it all set up for tax reasons. So make sure you guys do that when starting. And due to the fact, because you want to start an LLC, especially in this industry, because like I've mentioned before in other videos, you will eventually get sued for the littlest thing. It could be literally the littlest thing. And so you don't want to risk your personal items and your personal things. And yeah, so just get an LLC set up. It shouldn't be too expensive. If you live here in Arizona, you want to get an operating agreement. You want to just get an operating agreement if you are in a partnership with somebody. If it's just solely you and the LLC and you don't have any other members, you don't need an operating agreement. And yes, this is a live stream, so and this is happening right now. This is me. But are you set up as an LLC or a corporation? I'm set up as an LLC, Brenda. Solely, you will eventually, if your CPA recommends that you do file as an S corp, you can do that. And that's mainly the thing is you're just paying yourself a salary if you go the S corp way. So yeah, how about having a corporation versus an LLC? Guys, I am not a CPA or any type of attorney, but I do work with a lot of them, or mine specifically. and just speak with them and ask them what the best thing would be for you guys. And Maja, you're welcome. Hopefully that answers your question on the financing aspect. I think that's actually the biggest thing, guys. Is I think a lot of you guys are having issues with financing money, right? Right? Like I think that's the biggest thing, and there are so many ways to go about it, and it's all about finding the right lender. It's all about working with the right people, and I know that's half the battle is just finding the right people to work with. But there are people who have worked and still finance um, assisted livings and do things of that sort. Um, to go back to Maja's question with the financing, if there's an existing business, you could go the asset purchase option where you the lender will lend on the asset itself and they won't, which is the property and not the business. So you would need cash if you go that route. But the thing is, you have worse terms with that. It's the interest rates aren't the best, um, and it's usually for like you usually have that loan for 2 years, and then you're gonna have to refinance, which down the road that would be something you don't want to do because you'd have to pay the fees to refinance and everything. So, yeah, guys, can you be a delegate nurse and be an owner of this AL? Yeah, of course. MedLeap Medical Services A free. That is 100%. You can definitely do that. And yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do that. So, great questions, guys. Okay. Oh, Stefan. Is it Stefan or Steven? Hopefully it's one of those. What are the most effective marketing strategies you use for referrals? Bandit signs, caseworkers, etc. So when it comes to marketing, it's kind of a little different with assisted living because you're targeting such specific people. A lot of it is going to have to be word by mouth type of marketing. And another way would be the most effective. Sorry, guys, how my residents going to bed and my caregivers helping them. But yeah, with marketing, you definitely want to be able to go out and network with social workers, discharge planners. That is going to be um, your best scenario, and you'll probably get a lot more leads from going out and speaking and meeting face to face with discharge planners and also placement agents. I think placement agents just have a terrible rep due to the fact that you know they charge so much. But then again, they are doing a job that is daunting. Bandit signs, not so much, but yes, caseworkers, 100%. I would definitely do that. And so, yes, Maja, to start with some smaller businesses, yeah, it's about 8 points or 12. It could be more. It's really not the route I would take. It's pretty much a hard money loan, and you don't want to get in so much debt with that. Uh, but yeah, guys, these are awesome questions. And let's see. Uh, yeah, and back to the referrals. So that's kind of the best way to market. You can do online marketing. You can hire an online marketing company, third party, to run your online stuff and be on all the social media platforms, get your SEO up. You can do that, but it's really not as effective personally. So, yeah, Steven, you're welcome, and I appreciate you guys coming on here. What is better, less points for beginning? Uh, yeah, I mean, yes. If you're wanting to get in and then just refi about a year later, that'd probably be better to do that way. If you do decide to go down the asset purchase option. How do you manage doctor's appointments for your residents? That's a great question, Brenda. So I do have in-house doctors that come in and take care of my residents and do their assessments and get everything going. If they do have like their own family practitioner and their own PCP, and they have like, let's say they have a heart doctor, they got a lung doctor, they have a kidney doctor, they have all these different doctors. the way you do that is you allow the families to be involved. If the families are not involved, that would be strictly up to the owner to set up and get going. For the most part, most of these doctors and physicians will have an NP. If they know that the resident can't get to their office, you most likely want to get them switched over into your in-house doctors to do those assessments and to do those checkups, and then have them coordinate with the other doctors and get that kind of going. So, yeah, mainly I let families take care of that. You shouldn't overwhelm yourself with too much. I'm sorry, I am saying PT as patients instead of residents. That's okay. That's fine. Oh, you're saying, oh, okay. What is better? Less patience for beginning. Ah, okay. Sorry about that. I thought you were still talking about. Yeah, so no, you definitely want to get patients. You want to get residents into the house as quickly as possible. You don't put it off. I would get the right residents into the home. I wouldn't just take every resident. And I've mentioned this before in my videos that I've taken a lot of residents, whatever I could in the beginning, but don't do that. I did that just because of finances and stuff, and I had to make money and I had to keep my business afloat. So yeah, guys, I would say don't start with less residents in the beginning. If you're starting a home and you're asking, should I start a 5-bed instead of a 10-bed? I would say 100%. And that is because you're not overwhelming yourself with too many residents in the beginning. And I think that's the question you're asking, is if you should start a 5-bed instead of a 10-bed. And the reason why is you also don't want to, with the 10-bed, it's going to be a lot longer to fill. You're going to have to wait a little longer and be more patient to get the right residents in. But with 5 residents, you're able to get them in pretty quickly and fill your beds a lot quicker, and you learn the ropes quicker, and you're not overwhelming yourself with having to constantly market until you get all your 10 beds filled. Whereas like a 5-bed, once you're full, and then you kind of you're able to just take a step back and focus on other things in your life. Okay, what do you think the magic number to keep the business going? That's a great question, Dex. Sorry, guys. Hey, Dan, can you get that? It's call light. But so the magic number depends on how big your facility is, and how many residents you have in there, and how many caregivers you're, having to hire on payroll. So that can vary. That's a great question, but there really is no magic number, to be honest. I know you guys are probably laughing at my call light system. So yeah, sorry, Dex. That question is a little hard to answer due to the fact that there's a lot of variables and factors that go into it. But I would say 7 would be a good number. All right. Does your home need to be big and extravagant, or can it be a regular single-family home? JSav, so that's a great question. If you guys have seen the full tour video on my channel, if you guys haven't, please go watch it, because my home is not big or extravagant. It is actually very homey, and it's very contemporary, and it does the job perfect. You guys don't need to go out and spend millions of dollars, thousands of dollars trying to get the biggest, baddest thing. You guys need to just start small and work yourselves up to the bigger, fancier homes if that's what you desire and that's where you want to go. After you got your ROA back, what was net profit like running a 5-bedroom home? Okay, so yeah, once you get so once you're full, your net profit, depending on the area and what the market is charging, okay, because you could have a 5-bed, let's use like Phoenix, for example, Scottsdale, everyone knows that's up and, that's uppity, and people charge a lot of money there. There, it can be, your net profit could be $10,000, okay, after expenses on a 5-bed. On a 10-bed, it could be like 15 to 20 if you're full. This is if you're full. On a 5-bed, like in Gilbert and like Mesa and Chandler, it could vary from like 6 to 10K, depending on how much you're charging and how long you've been in the business. Prices here fluctuate a lot, but in the beginning, you're not going to be netting as much, unfortunately, because your prices are going to be lower than your competitors. That way you can get residents into your home. So how are you dealing with death in AL? Is there a procedure? This is probably something that is bothering me. Maja, I love the fact that you actually brought that up because I am about to drop a video, I believe, in like a week or two, talking about that specifically. So make sure you guys watch that if that's something that you guys are concerned with. But to be honest, dealing with death is a process. In the video that I'm going to release, I talk about that. I talk about why I deal with it the way I deal with it because I've been around death. I've faced death myself. And I know you guys are probably like, well, how? Well, I had cancer, and so that's how. And then also I worked in the ICU, and so I saw death a lot there. And so for me, it kind of became a norm. And it takes a little bit. You got to empathize with the family, but don't take it to heart. Usually, these residents are on their last stretch of life, so just don't get too close or too personal with the residents to where it affects you emotionally and mentally. Is my best advice on how to deal with death personally. So just be careful, guys, on that aspect with dealing with death, and make sure you take care of yourselves. Make sure your CNAs or your caregivers are also well trained in that aspect as well. So that way, follow up with them and make sure that they're okay after a resident passes away in your facility. And with families, let them be after. You gotta be careful with that too. Keep everything professional, guys. Don't think that you guys have to get too close or anything of that sort. So just be professional. You're welcome, Maja. And yeah, guys, you guys are asking great questions. I really appreciate everyone that's asking a ton of questions. Where do you suggest we should begin to finally get up and going? So to get up and going, guys, I would say make up your mind about it. Don't doubt yourself. Have confidence in what you're wanting to do. Have confidence in everything that you're going to do, and make up your mind. Don't go back and forth. If you keep going back and forth, you're never going to start, and you're just going to run in circles. That's where I suggest you should begin. Once you finally make up your mind, start doing research, learning. Once you do that, and you've watched all my videos, right? But after you do that, it's a matter of just implementing everything that I've talked about up to this point on my channel, and yeah, getting inspected and then getting licensed. So that's pretty much it, So make sure you guys. That's where I would suggest you start. So Dex. So if I have 8 to 10 residents relating to caregiver resident ratio, what do you think of 2 caregivers during the day and 1 at night? Would that work based on your experience? 100%. That's usually what I see, depending on the level of care. But yeah, that is usually the ratio that I see. So you got that right, Dex. That's pretty common. But if you want to just have an extra caregiver, 3. But remember, guys, it's a business. You don't want to be overpaying on the payroll. Sorry about that. You could sell all of your knowledge. I mean, eventually. I don't know. I want to just help you guys and see all of you guys succeed, honestly, at the end of the day. Do you have semi-private rooms, 2 a room or single rooms? I have both. So I have my master suite, my master bedroom is a semi-private, and then I have 3 privates. So 5 bed is what I'm licensed for in my first home. Is it hard to use rental arbitrage method doing this business? Absolutely not, Maddie, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of landlords that do purchase certain properties and get them zoned for assisted living, as investors, they know that they can charge us as the operators more. So therefore, they're going to do that, and they know that residents aren't going to tear up the homes, and they know that they can do a longer term lease for 3 to 5 years. So they'll know they'll have a tenant in there that's running a successful business for 3 to 5 years, not tearing up their home with the residents. The only like tearing up you're going to do is if the wheelchair barely fits through the bathroom door, and you're going to like scrape up the door. That's probably the most like damage you're going to really do, and you can just paint it, you know. So it's like it makes sense for landlords to purchase properties, get them zoned, and then you guys go in as operators, or like myself, go in and lease it from them. And yeah, for the most part, I'm in an HOA, so that makes it even like harder technically. So I have not had any issues. My landlords haven't gotten letters from like the HOA saying, "Whoa, like your tenant is doing assisted living out of the home." Like, now, so you know, but that if you can be out of an HOA, or you can get a home out of an HOA, that would be great. I would prefer that, just so, because HOA, you know how it goes. They can honestly shut down your business if they really wanted to, if they were like that mean. So, all right, guys, this has been so much fun. Honestly, it's 25 minutes. How long takes? Okay, James. How long takes zoning process? Ooh, I'll tell you what. Zoning zoning is such a pain. It is probably they're worse than so. Yeah, it could take like, you have to be on top of them like constantly, like day in and day out. Every day you got to call them. Hey, where we at? Where we at with the process? Where are we at with the application? But I would say it takes like 3 weeks. 3 weeks. If you have not gotten your zoning done within 3 weeks, um, that's not good news. Because the longer you wait, that's more money out of your pocket. So stay on top of zoning. If you're really aggressive and you're constantly calling them, they'll probably get it done probably sooner than that. But don't let it go past 3 weeks or a month, I would say. How do you zone your R? Yeah, so residential R2. I believe it's R2 is what it's. So it's residential because it's not a commercial property. So therefore, you have to do it under residential. So with residential, you do it up to about 10 residents. Some states may have, like Texas, I believe you can zone up to like 14 or 15 under residential. So how likely is it to come across a landlord who is willing to let you do an assisted living out of their home? Aria, that's a great question. Actually, my home, when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing at all. I didn't even know what to look for. I didn't even know who to talk to, how to even approach anybody. It was by God's good grace that I ended up in a home that was being used as an assisted living. So that's how likely it is. Got to have faith in yourself and have faith that everything's going to... hey, what's up? I can't pronounce. Is it J Ray? I'm sorry. I'm butchering your name so bad. I am so sorry. But what's up? It's good to see you here. Welcome. Do you have any life outside the ALL organized for like taking them to the movies, music park? You can have stuff like that set up 100%, Maja. You guys got to understand, it all comes down to the level of care of your residents. If they're able to walk out, they're not incontinent, they're not going to be, you know, peeing and pooping while you're out in public and, you know, stuff like that. You can take them out. You can do that with them if they're able to. If they can ambulate to the movies and everything, then great. That's awesome. Have you had experience with neighbors complaining to the city, and how is it handled? I have not. In my home, I have not. My neighbors love me. I talk to them all the time. We're not a disturbance to our neighbors. Occasionally, we'll have like a transport bus pull up, or like, you know, an ambulance dropping off a resident after they've been discharged. But for the most part, I have not had any disturbances. How much do you pay caregivers? That's a great question, Aria. That is up to your state and what the going rate is in your area. So find another homeowner, ask them that question. It can vary, and it's what makes sense for your business financially and what your residents are paying you. So what I'm seeing here will be much better to find a home with all permits and ready to start. Yes, James, but that's just going to cost more money. If you got the time and effort to start from the ground up, it'll save you a lot more money. But if you're if you got the money, I say by all means, yes. That's ultimately the better way to go if you got the capital. So, and a lot of people on here just don't have the capital. So I think there were like in my position, right? What can you write off? What can you write off your taxes when running a business like this? Majra, that's a great question. I see all kinds of tax returns with homes like this, and they write off everything. And they look like they're not making any money. So be careful with that. You want to actually show that you're making profits. Okay, so especially if you're gonna apply for a loan down the road, or you want to get a home or a new car or whatever, do don't write off everything. Write off what is necessary, but you can write off everything if you really want to. You just tell your CPA, hey, let's write off everything so I don't have to pay too much in taxes. But guys, be careful with that, okay? Talk to a professional about that. I've heard you mention loopnet.com. Do you still recommend that for finding home? Actually, yes, I do recommend that 100%. I was actually under contract for a home that I found on loopnet.com. So, yes, you can, yeah, you can write off everything. I am following LoopNet too. Yeah, I hope you guys are liking that. I mean, I did make a video about that, and it was awesome being able to explain that because I personally use it, guys. Anything that I recommend and anything I talk about, I actually personally do and I personally use. So everything, yeah, you guys, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying that and that you guys can use that. And then, guys, Craigslist works too. I mean, there's homes for rent. You'd be surprised what you could find on the internet as long as you guys are just doing deeper research. Yeah, thanks for that. Of course, James. My pleasure. I am so happy you guys are all here. Wow, 31 minutes. Should I keep it going? Should I keep it going? Kay Michelle, I am definitely interested. I'm just nervous to start my own business. I have a newly renovated home just sitting. All right, Kay Michelle. If that's the case, I don't know how big your home is, and I don't know what city or what the zoning situation is in that area. But if that's the case, I would 100% say go to city, see if you get it zoned. And if that's the case, yeah, so just go see if you can get it zoned, and I check with the regulations on how big the rooms need to be within your state, and then go from there. So 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. You need at least a minimum of 4 bedrooms and 2 baths. But I do know in Florida you could get licensed for 4. And so, for instance, I don't know how big your rooms are, but I don't know what the ratio is with bathrooms. I want to say that you need at least, I don't know what the ratio would be, but I think you need at least 2 bathrooms. May be wrong, but just check with your city. What was the inspection like, or how many inspections do you have to go through? So I went through an inspection for a different house that I had my manager's license at in Scottsdale. Monday of this week. And guys, my biggest advice when it comes to the inspection and these surveyors at your house, be calm and collective. Do not overthink the process. Do not overthink it. Do not go crazy. Do not think that they're there to shut you down unless you give them reason to and you are like running your business terribly. But they're there to help you. They're there for a specific reason to make sure that you guys are in regulation with the state and that you guys are providing the proper care for your residents. So yeah, guys, don't overthink it. I mean, I went in there, I smiled, I talked to the surveyor like she was a normal human and not this person trying to run my business into the ground, right? So how big are your facilities? So Money Recall, I do have one right now, and it is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. It's a regular residential, and it's licensed for 5. So that's how big that one is. Other ones that I was looking at getting were all licensed for 10. Bigger, they all had like anywhere from 6 to 8 rooms, I believe, and like 3 to 4 bathrooms each. So great question. Yes, hobby tax for sure. Yeah, if you're not making profit, you gotta be careful with that. So make sure you talk with your CPA about that. So Brenda, Florida is 4 people to a toilet and 6 to a shower. Well, perfect. There you go. Thank you, Brenda, for answering that question for K. Michelle. I love this. I love that everybody's collaborating with each other. That's awesome. So yeah, K. Michelle, go see if you can get zone, and then from there you can go move forward. How important to have transpo service? Do you see that as an advantage to attract customer? There's pros and cons to that, Dex. You want to be careful because if you're providing that, that's more liability on your business. It can make you stand out compared to your competitors because a lot of people are afraid to start it. But their reasoning being is because they have to have a caregiver to drive that vehicle, which would put you in more liability. Um, and then also financially, right? You have to buy the vehicle, and then you also have to, yeah, insurance and all that. It all adds up. So just gotta be, if it makes sense for you financially and for your business, then yeah. Is a manager's license necessary if you want to manage your own ALF? People keep telling me it isn't, but I have been looking at your videos. No, it is not necessary. A lot of owners are hands off and do not have a manager's license due to the fact that it is a process and it takes so long to do it. So yeah, you probably answered this already. I have space in my basement. You think you can start down there first. So I don't know what your basement looks like, but that just sounds. How are the residents going to get down there? Like, do you have stairs? Do you have like one of those chairs that like goes up the stairs? I don't know how. I don't know how your thing is set up. So, but what you can do, you can have two residents into your home without a license. So, Robert, what do you see yourself doing with AL in the next 5 years? My guy, I do not know. It's all in God's hands. That's 5 years is a long time for me. A lot can happen in 5 years. So maybe potentially expanding, maybe getting my feet wet with behavioral or other forms of assisted living. Potentially, we'll see. I am a nurse, and could I actually pass meds and run the place and provide care? Okay, Michelle, I'll tell you what. I did that for I don't know how many days or weeks or whatever, and it was hard. It's not easy. You get burnt out really quick. You're gonna have to be there day in and day out, and don't forget, you gotta clean, you gotta make food, like right. It's like kids. You gotta put in a lot of work. You guys are awesome. I love this. You guys are asking such good questions. Is there anything important when it comes to location of AL, like hospital nearby? Hospitals, highways, great neighborhoods, high income neighborhoods, rehabs, right? Everything of that sort. Those types of criteria you want to look at. It's unfinished and open space. Okay, well, I would suggest getting it. See if you can. Yeah, I mean, if you want to just put two residents down there and take care of them, and you and your family take care of them, then that's great. All right, how do levels work? Levels work. So level one is supervisory. So you're supervising the resident. They can do things on their own. They can take their own meds. They can walk. They can. Second level is like your dementia, mild dementia, but they are still aware, and that's also called personal. But you do have to provide like the personal care to them, right? Bathing, showering, all that. And then third level is your bed bound, your hardest resident. So that's how the levels work. So 1 to 3 usually is what the scale is. How fast can you reinvest and expand with your current operations? Ooh, great question, Money Recall. A lot of my money I am reinvesting in the business and bettering the business. So I would say, it depends on how frugal you are, but yeah, I mean, probably a year or two. I think this is my first year. My first year was this year, so come next year, I can probably. I mean, I've had the potential to expand if I wanted to, just doing other things as of right now, getting more into real estate and everything. So, yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is it to start? I wish I wish I had me. back when I started. I wish I had someone to actually watch videos and learn from. I would say it was a 10 because I had no idea what to even look for or what to do. So yeah, I would say probably now. I would say probably like a 5 or 6. You know, but you learn as you go. All right, dude. Live streams are so sick. Love engaging like this, opposed to comments and replies. Me too, Robert. I'm loving this, and actually, decent amount of people are watching, so I do like that. Oh God, love you for all your effort and sharing. In 5 years, you will be the owner of 5 ALs. Maja, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe, maybe not. I'm getting my feet wet in other industries, so maybe we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Is it tough getting Alyssa? I did just see your notification. It's still up here on my laptop. I'll watch it. Everyone go watch Alyssa's video, please. Go subscribe to her. She's awesome. She's Robert's wife. If you guys can't tell by the last names. So is it tough getting residents in? Yes and no. It's kind of like any other business, right? When you start a restaurant, it takes a little bit for people to come in and try out your food, and if they love your food, they'll come eat more. Same if you're doing like home sharing business, you can. It's going to take a couple, for a little while. It's going to take a little bit to get reviews and everything, and then people have to come visit your home to really like it. The same with assisted living. You'll get a couple residents in. Other, resources like case managers, discharge planners, hospices, and everything, as they start working with you, they'll love your home or they'll hate your home. So they won't know until after. So it could go both ways. Once they do know your business and you're running a great home, then yeah, guys, yeah, that's my answer to that. Is it all comes down to how you run your business, and once people know how good you are and the level of care you provide and all that, you'll start getting a lot more business, and it won't be so hard. You should go live more often, Serge. I am at work telling other few nurses about you. They are interested in opening. Awesome. I love that. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. To all those nurses, I appreciate them. I know what they've been through, and I know what they get them on this live stream. Tell them what's up. Following Alyssa. Heck yeah. Everyone go follow Alyssa. She's awesome. And she's gorgeous. And she's my best friend's wife. So make sure you guys go do that. What's the best way to market your business? Personal marketing, networking. Get yourselves out there. Get yourselves out there and talk to everybody. It's funny. I actually go and people will be like, I'll be getting my hair cut, or I'll just be out and about. I'll go work out, whatever. And people are like, what do you do? And I'm like, I do assisted living. I do YouTube. Go check it out. Go do it, right? Market yourselves. You guys are your marketing. Go out there, put in the effort, and trust me, people will start. Social workers at the nursing homes and hospitals. That's another, you can definitely do that. That's definitely what I'm talking about. Just go out there and do that. Did you do an open house open to public or in professional rehabs? Open to the public. I did. I invited everybody. I sent I don't know how many people emails. And I said, come to my open house now. I didn't say it like that, but I said, let's go. Everyone, please come. And I would literally just email them constantly. And then if I had their personal numbers, I would send a week. I was annoying. I'm pretty sure I was pretty annoying, but I believe it's I don't know what the saying is. I don't want to say it wrong, but yeah. So you are so much more bubbly than Robert. I am. I think Robert eventually will come out of his little bubble and his little comfort zone, and I know he will. Who would you email? I would email placement agents, case managers, discharge planners, to all the hospitals. And then I would also send emails to other homeowners, just to have them come by, because you got to make the awareness that you're opening. So, dang guys, 45 minutes. That's great. That's awesome. I love doing this. How much longer should I go? Maybe we'll go 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You guys let me know. Okay, cool. ... Uh, yeah, I mean, it's you want to email everybody. Do you recommend partnering with someone to get started? If they got the capital and they got something to offer, yes. If you got the experience and you got the knowledge and you got the expertise, yes, definitely partner up. If it's gonna help you long term, financially, and get you to where your goals are at, and make sure there's someone you trust. Make sure there's someone you can work with. You got to just be careful who you partner up with because some people just don't have the best thing. Marketing, where would you spend your money? Placement agents. That's where I'd spend my money because I get to do this with you guys and I get to make content for you guys while they're working and getting me leads. That's where I put my marketing money. And yeah, that's where I would do that. I wouldn't, don't run Facebook ads, don't do anything crazy like that. Five more minutes. All right, 5 more minutes, guys. I'll do 5 more minutes. So start dumping those questions because, yeah, this is crazy. It doesn't feel like 45 minutes has gone by, but here we are. So, yeah, start dumping those questions. Top 3 things that you would focus on and improve. Top 3 things. All right, so caregivers. Focus on that. Improve your caregivers. Secondly, um, yeah, second thing would be your care. Make sure your care is really good. So, and then the third thing I would say is also the food. Food is very important. Make sure you guys have really good food. Trust me. If you guys got a caregiver that can cook, that would be the best thing you guys can improve on. Do you use any software to manage admissions or do you do it manually? Robert, that's a great question. I do all paper manually because I do have a system and it's a lot easier for me to do that. Digitally, not that it's like against HIPAA or anything, because there are softwares that are HIPAA compliant, but a lot of them aren't quite yet up to the standards of Department of Health Services. So, do you have second cameras? Do you have set cameras? No, I don't. Cox offers, which is like Cox Communication. They have one camera that I have just in the main living area, and that's it. No cameras in any of the rooms or anything of that sort. Have you ever seen ALF with pool closure? Yes, there's a ton of them here in Phoenix, and you are required to have a gate around it. So, and you're welcome, Dex. I remember you said on a video you spent 10K on referrals. How much can we pay for a referral? Usually it's about 100% of their first month's rent. And depending on the residents, like state and where they are, like health wise, it may be worth it. So, okay, Michelle, the regs are public information. Research yourself. My recommendation is not to spend paying someone else for something and do yourself. Yes, Brenda, 100%. Oh, security cameras. Yes, I just have one security camera. So, I was recommended to a place called 21st Century to get me ready for state. Have you heard of them? I have heard of them. My aunt, Robert's mother, actually used them for her non-medical home health, I believe. So they can get all that stuff set up for you guys, paperwork-wise. So, all right, guys, 2 more minutes. Come on, or actually like a minute. And so, okay, thank you so much, Brenda. Yes, Brenda, you've been awesome. Thank you so much for hopping on here and giving all these people a ton of great suggestions. Thank you. So, all right, guys, I am almost out of here. Thank you. Well, Maja, thank you. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. You guys got a minute left, a minute 20. So good luck, everyone. Yes, good luck. I would definitely do a lot more live streams if you guys do. Yeah, so James, I was going to say, if you guys do love this, I would definitely do it again. So, and you guys are welcome. And I thank you guys for your time, actually. Really, I genuinely appreciate all of you guys for jumping on here and taking time out of your day to watch me talk about all kinds of stuff. So, you're welcome. Thank you, Austin. All right, thank you. Yes, Money Recall, I appreciate you. Everyone go give that dude a follow. Okay, Michelle, I've already purchased my home zoning. I got purchasing furniture next. Yes, Brenda, thank you. You're awesome. Great. Like, I mean, if you're in the Florida area, make sure you guys are. You're welcome, J Sav. God bless you too. I thank you. I want to say your name is Gerdeline. I'm so sorry. I butchered it. You're welcome. Yes, Robert. Love you, homie. 15 seconds, guys. 10 seconds. So again, guys, is this right now? I'll definitely be here. God willing, I'll still be alive and I'll still be here. Hello, Brit, 3X. I'm just about to hop off. I'm so sorry for everyone who's like coming on right now. Is this live right now? Jay, yes, it is. And there will be a recording, so you guys can all just go back and watch it. And I have started a Facebook group, Money Recall. More live streams, 100%. You guys got it. I will definitely do a lot more. Geraldine. Did I get that right? Hopefully I did. Oh, you guys are awesome. I appreciate all of you guys. And yeah, that is it, guys. I appreciate you all again. Let's see. Oh, dang, bro, I got so much to tell you. Well, you know, you guys, and yes, if any of you guys have actually emailed me or Facebook messaged me, thanks, guys. I am so sorry. I'm in the middle of purchasing another investment property right now, a residential single family home like investment. So I've been doing a lot of like running around, and obviously on top of that, my inspection is due within like a week, so they can show up anytime. So I've been getting ready for that. So if you guys have emailed me and everything, I am so sorry I haven't gotten back to you guys, or I haven't messaged you guys back. Brenda, I love you. You guys are awesome. We are officially getting started because of you. Jay, that is great, man. That is awesome. I love hearing stuff like that. I do get messages like that a lot, and it only motivates me more to do these things for you guys and to make videos for you guys. I follow your IG. Are you doing Airbnb too? I will be doing home sharing. Yes, out of this property I will be getting. So if you guys haven't followed Robert yet, make sure you guys go follow him because he's teaching me everything that he knows, and I'm implementing that into my business. So is it okay if I share your email with another nurse? Go for it. I seen you just caught the condo, I believe. No, that condo actually had an HOA that limited me to do home sharing. So I didn't cop that condo though. But we did just put an offer in today or tonight. Yeah, tonight we just put an offer on an awesome house, which I will do a video about once it all goes through. Thanks, Serge. I'm trying to put this thing together. You are a big help. Thank you. Robert, you're welcome, my guy. I appreciate you. Sure, I'm also a licensed nursing home administrator. You guys are awesome. Guys, if you haven't joined my Facebook group, go join it. It's called Legion Assisted Living Academy. And you guys can meet all these awesome people who are probably on here. So, all right, guys. You opening up another care home. I am not as of right now. I was planning on doing that, but certain things just didn't go through. Alyssa, what are you laughing at? But eventually, hopefully, we'll see. Nice young lads. LOL. We are doing private pay and Medicare, but of course, we need to get managers' hours and so forth. SMH. I don't have a Facebook. Oh, it's all good. If you got a YouTube, you're subscribed to me. That's all that matters. Brit, 3 times it. Yes, thank you. Yeah, guys, I just love seeing you guys all succeed mainly. That is the most important thing to me. I love seeing you guys succeed because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. If I can help you guys achieve your dreams and inspire you guys and motivate you guys, it's really what it's all about. It's about giving back, guys. Don't ever forget that. And when you guys are all millionaires at some point, don't forget about your homie Serge. I'll probably still be doing YouTube videos. So yeah, guys. I mean, 53 minutes. You know what? Let's just stay in a little bit longer. I'll keep it going. My Insta's Alyssa Icode. Alyssa is straight plugging herself. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, go follow Alyssa on Insta. She's a model. No big deal. Hey, we appreciate your help. It's only but so much time we pay you for the knowledge until we pay you for the knowledge, broski. Don't need to pay me. You know what? Like, just if I'm ever in your town or whatever and I need a place to stay, just let a homie crash on one of your guys' residence beds, right? Milking it. I'm milking it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've been enjoying this a lot. So you guys have been awesome, and you guys. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I've sacrificed. I'll eat after, but it's all good. Yeah, Jay, I'm glad that you brought up private pay. That's awesome that you guys are doing that, and the fact that you're setting it up with Medicare, that'd be great. Always welcome to San Diego. I love San Diego. I love SeaWorld in San Diego. I was there not too long ago. I think like earlier this year. So thank you, Majra. I will definitely consider that. I love San Diego. Where's everyone else from? Well, I mean, I know where certain people are from, but who doesn't? Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't? You're not human if you don't love SeaWorld. I mean, maybe you're against the whole, keeping animals caged up, but I want to go to Robert's page. Yeah, go to Robert's page afterwards. After I finish this live stream, don't forget to go watch Texas Loves You. Wow. Okay. Well, Texas, I love you guys. I have driven. I've been to San Antonio. I've been to San Antonio, and they have that like waterfront. That's really cool. I don't know what it's called. But yes, go to Robert after. I mean, he won't mind that. He just congratulate him. He just hit 1,000 subs, over 1,000 subs. He's hit his threshold with everything and the 4,000 hours and 1,000 subs. So go give my boy some love and show him some love. And yeah, guys, I am gonna say if you come to Florida, I got you. Thank you, Brenda. I have not been to Florida yet. That is one state I have yet to go to. I would love to come to Florida. So if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, make sure you guys go follow me on there. And if I'm ever in your state or ever, just shoot me a DM and maybe I'll stop by and we can chit chat and have a coffee or two. Hey, what made you want to open what inspired you? Ooh, that's a great question. Actually, funny thing is, my entrepreneurial spirit didn't really come out until like third semester nursing school. I tried a few things, dabbled with a few things here and there, and then when I realized I was already almost done with nursing school, I was like, you know what? Let me just. I talked to Robert's mom, who also has an assisted living, and the market really wasn't there in Springfield, Missouri. So I came out to Phoenix, where there's a better market, and I just decided how can I use my nursing degree to start a business. So that's what got me into assisted living. And then what really inspired me, my grandma used to live with us before she passed away, and we would always have to take care of her. And, that kind of inspired me. I guess it was kind of close to heart. So when she passed away, I actually found her. So talk about death. That's kind of, ironic. But yeah. Or who told you about the money? The money it can be there. It can be profitable on a larger scale. Not with a 5-bed or not with a 10-bed, not with one home. You're not really like, you're not going to be a millionaire with one home. You're not. So it's not really about the money for me. It's more about getting to take care of people and getting to be the person they see every day, pretty much, and the smile and all that. Orlando, Florida in the house. That's what's up. Florida is all up in this thing. I love it. Well, all right, guys, 2 more minutes, and this time I'll actually be out. So anyone that's coming on? Javier, my guy. Yes, dude. Once we close, I got you. I'll sign your butt cheek. I'll definitely do that. So, and no, guys, I am straight. I promise. It's a whole godsend, bro. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm in Baltimore, Maryland. Awesome. My dad used to be a trucker and we would drive to Maryland all the time. I don't know if it was in Baltimore, but yeah, if I'm ever in Baltimore, I'll definitely do that, guys. Let me see. Yeah, guys. So again, I don't know how much capital do you need to start your own assisted living home. Depends. How big do you want to start? It can vary. It can be from 50 to 150K is roughly. What about making profit with a home with a 400 mortgage with a few residents? That's a low mortgage. Where the heck did you get a mortgage like that? That's awesome. If you have a mortgage like that, you'll probably make a lot more profit than I am. I'm paying a lot of rent here at my place, which is $2,000. So just take that in consideration in your expenses, So it'll save you a lot of money if you got a low mortgage like that or low rent. All right, guys. I'm about to head out. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And if you're wanting to rewatch all this, it will be on my channel. So, all right, guys, thank you. Have a good night, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you, guys. Bye.